Hello, ladies and gentlemen, again. T-Like Trophy here, as usual, and today I'd like to have a look with you at the lineup we're going to use versus the the team so-called lucciola. They're here, as you can see here. The next round will be against them. And yeah, let's go straight into the analysis of the opponent. So, which are the ones on the left? So, let's have a look. So, 12 basically, routine 15.2, 5.6. In general, they're not very skilled, apparently, but they've got a more than decent amount of routine or experience, as you want to call it. Yes, they're quite experienced. Not all of them, but still. And right, it's not very good for striker. This one. Right. This one is neither, in my opinion. But let's have a look. Yeah, of course they sit nearly at the bottom of the board. Have a look at the overview of the squad. They might be hiding something, some good players. So no, I don't think so. Well, so there we go. We've got a quite well balanced, more than decently experienced but low talented team. So the best way to go. Well, we've got an offensive midfielder over here, which should help. They've got four defenders, quite an offensive midfield as well. So yeah, in my opinion, with a good midfield, as we have three players over here, the defensive line over here made out of four defenders plus the defensive winger over here should be sufficient to deal with this sort of midfield. Even because they're, yeah, as I told you, they're not very talented. They will probably be playing slightly attacking again, because they've got quite a decent amount of players, of offensive players, and they've got a decent goalkeeper. Yeah, sort of decent goalkeeper. So, yeah, I think they will play this way again. Fact is that our lineup, in my opinion, is more than it is sort of the right one to withstand this kind of opponents. What I would do, I would probably add one more forward, but to be honest, I am not sure about what the outcome would be in that case, because yeah, mm, yeah. Let me have a look. This, yeah, I think if we got this guy away from the lineup, we would take away some experience, because this guy over here has got nearly double the experience of this guy over here. So now in this case, I think we're going to we're going to stick to this lineup. The only change I would do, provided that Yes, they are experienced, but they're not very talented, or at least apparently they aren't. I would probably swap this guy over here, who's not very experienced, with a different player. Yeah, I think I would go like this, and I would probably hide the least experienced player behind 1, 2, and 3. So he would have 1, 2, 3 all around him to sort of protect his lack of experience and to possibly recover any mistakes. Uh, you might think, yes, you have not swapped the central midfielder with the striker. That is because on top of the fact that we would take away some experience by doing so, we would also take one player away from the midfield. And as you could see, they've got four elements in the midfield. Two of them are in the middle. If you want to have any superiority over here, we would need three players, of course, and we do have them. On the wings, I'm not that worried about them because we still have one offensive midfielder on the left, and one defensive midfielder on the right. So it should suffice to keep up with their offensive playing style. And we've got a very good striker who's alone, of course, against a more than decently experienced players. But our striker is way more experienced than they are, and in my opinion, it could suffice. I'm not saying I'm sure about that, because of course it's football, so you cannot be sure till you see the score. But uh, it could be sufficient, even considering the fact that we have an offensive midfielder over here. Top, the best possible situation would be having a regular winger over here, but we don't have one at the moment who's experienced enough to deal with this sort of team. So yeah, I think I'd rather stick to this kind of lineup. We already did something risky by adding this guy over here. The fact is, though, that this Quidiconi guy has low experience, but he's got a massive amount of talent, and hopefully, once he will get to 4 or possibly 4.5 stars, he will have sufficient experience to deal with very, very strong teams, and that's what we are aiming at. Next season, hopefully, we'll be playing at a higher level, which is not just a tiny bit of a higher level. It's a way higher level. So yeah, we'll need him to be in at his fullest, so to say. So good experience, massive talent, both of them. So we can't afford to let him not play. And that's the point of risking something. So yep. Hopefully this will be a good match, a winning one, of course. And yeah, let's see what happens later on down the line, and see you in the next video. Thanks a lot. Wish me good luck. Bye.